This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
A second-round pick out of LSU. The league's about to get their first real extended look at running back Darius Geis, who missed all of his rookie season with a knee injury, but he was ultra-productive in college with over 3,000 yards rushing, a strong runner inside, can also get to the perimeter. He's fortunate enough that the knee injury happened early enough in the season last year that he should be ready to go for all of 2019.
Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Haskins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Barber on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Haskins will throw. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here are the Dolphins now under first-time head coach Brian Flores. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Haskins. Thomas has got it, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third down, here's Haskins. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
This is Breida, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's a look at the starters defensively for Washington. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a run with Geis. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Haskins to throw it, and Thomas has it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I got 15. I got 15.
On play action, they'll throw. Going deep here for Parker. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Parker, the intended target. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. 2nd and 4. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And all the way down to the 29. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Caught. It's Wilson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. So it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go back to the ground. This time Barber. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Once again, it's Barber. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On first down, it's Haskins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Peyton Barber was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Trent Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And Wilson has it. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They run again with Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Redskins scoop it. The 40, 20, 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins.
We got 6 all day.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They go counter with Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw here. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Emmanuel Ogbah drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with the powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Guys showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Here's Haskins to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Here's Haskins.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Barber. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
I got him. Play 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 3rd down, here's Geis. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And a completion to Wilson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take it.
Turnover. That's what we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. All right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll look to throw, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's caught by Parker. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with Breida. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd and 3. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll set up a throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous